Right, okay, so we're going to be looking at now the second line of the B part. We'll start with the first bar, rhythm counting it, and we'll try it at 50 BPM, so it's going to be 1, 2, 3, then 4, then. Okay, we use then as the short word for the semi-quaver to help us with the speed. If you're happy with the rhythm counting, this is the time to now introduce the foot. So I'm going to count just straight beats as I count in, and then we'll count 4 times through the rhythm counting. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, then 4, then 1, 2, 3, then 4, then 1, 2, 3, then 4, then 1, 2, 3, then 4, then. Assuming that we're okay with that, we're going to now move on to playing this on the A string, seeing as the A string makes up most of the notes of this section. Don't forget to push those ups and add pressure on the pushed up so that you can have an even tone quality. So after 4, 1, 2, 3, then 4, then. Okay, great. So now we're going to turn this into rhythm strings, which means that we're just going to be playing out the open strings that we would be playing. So here we've got E's, 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 and A's, A's, A's. So I'm going to slow it down to 45 just to give us a little bit of extra time to think about what we're doing. So starting after 4, 1, 2, 3, then 4, then 1. Three, then 4, then. 3, then 4, then. 3, then 4, then. 3, then 4, then. Excellent. Okay, and now, assuming that you're okay with that, we're going to slow it down to 40, and we're now going to add in some fingering. So that would be 1, 1, 3, and then open 1 on the E. Okay, so after 4, 3, then 4, then. 3, then 4, and. 3, then 4, then. 3, then 4, then. 'What we want to think about here is trying to land these fingers quickly. So especially these semi-quavers, to get that nice tone quality, we want to land them very quickly and very heavily. Okay, so we're going to speed this up. Let me just get that box back in here. You can think about that as we speed this up. So we're going to try and get back up to our speed of 50, but start at 45. 1, 2, 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 'kay, and now our final speed of 50. 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then last one, 4, then okay, great. So, assuming that we're all good with that, we're going to move on to the next bar. And we're going to rhythm count that to begin with. So this one's a little bit more straightforward. So we definitely want to be thinking about some toe tapping here. 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then. Okay, so just a standard dotted rhythm. So let's try that at 50. 4 times each. So 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then. Let's now play this on the E string, as that makes up most of the notes. 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then. When we're working on that open E string, we're trying to get that pressure down on the pushed up bow. But then also, we want to try and relax that wrist as well. So trying to keep that wrist relaxed and applying that pressure at the same time, that's quite a difficult thing to do. So that's something you can focus in on. So we're going to do rhythm strings now. So this is going to be E's, 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 and then 1 A at the bottom here. Okay, so let's try that together. 1, then 2, oh sorry, actually I'm going to slow it down to 40. 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then. One, 4, then. 3, then 4, then. 3, then 4, then. 3, then 4, then. Okay, excellent. We'll assume that that is alright, so I'm just going to slow it down to 35 here. I'm going to add in the fingering, and then we can look at trying to play it with the fingering. Remember to keep your fingers heavy and to try and bring them down quickly, particularly on the semiquavers. And because we'll be slowing it down, that will give you some time to think about your intonation, and then as we speed it up you can introduce all of the other elements that we've talked about with the previous stages. So starting at 35, And I believe we've got our G naturals to think about as well. So first and second close together, second and third wide. Starting after 4, 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then oh, sorry, that was wrong. 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then okay, so we're going to speed this up now to 40. Intonation should be pretty good. 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then okay, up to 45 now. A couple other things as well you can be thinking about if you weren't already. Want to be blocking on this third finger here and blocking here as well. Okay. So 1, then 2, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then okay, let's get this up to our target speed, 50. 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then okay, so that's at target speed. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to slow it down to 45 just to give us a little bit more think space, and we're going to introduce the first bar. So first and second bar now together, and then we'll get it up to target speed and take a short break. So 1, 2, 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then okay, and let's speed this up to 50 now. Play a few times and then take a short break. 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then 3, then 4, then okay, great. So let's take a short break there and then we'll look at the next 2 bars after that.